You won't believe how two sisters raised in the same home ended up with completely different lives, all because of one simple choice. Now imagine this, a quiet little cottage tucked away far from the noise of the world. Inside lived an aging father and his two daughters. Life wasn't easy for them. Every evening, their dinner was the same, a thin bowl of soup and a few pieces of stale bread. Not exactly a feast, but it was enough to survive. The father worked himself to the bone every single day. His hands were rough, his back ached constantly, yet he never complained. But his daughters, they couldn't have been more different. One of them was the kind of person who never sat still, always helping, always working, always thinking about others before herself, and the other, well, let's just say she had mastered the art of doing absolutely nothing. One evening, as they sat together for dinner, the father let out a deep sigh. You could tell something had been on his mind for quite a while. "My dear daughters," sighed Hindley, "I love you both more than anything, but you're not children anymore. It's time you started taking responsibility for your lives." The hard-working daughter didn't hesitate for even a second. "You're right, Dad. I'll go out tomorrow and find work." Simple, direct, no excuses. The lazy one, however, leaned back and shrugged. "Well, I suppose someone has to take care of the house, right? I'll handle things here." Now, that sounded helpful. But here's the thing, so many times people don't lie with their words, they lie with their actions. The next morning arrived. The hard-working daughter got ready and stepped outside, ready to face whatever came her way. Just as she was about to leave, her father stopped her. "Listen carefully," he said. "Never turn your back on someone who needs help. Work with honesty. And whatever job you're given, do it properly." She smiled. "I won't forget." And just like that, she began her journey. Meanwhile, back at home, the housekeeper sister did nothing, not a single thing. Days passed, and the house slowly turned into a complete mess. Dust everywhere. Dishes piling up, clothes scattered across the floor. But she didn't care. "Why should I bother? Se motere." It's not like anyone's watching. Now here's where things get interesting. The hard-working sister had been walking for days. No job, no food, no proper rest. Most people would have given up by now. But not her dad then. One afternoon, she came across something unusual. A tree dot. Not just any tree, but one that looked completely dried out. Its branches were brittle. Its roots looked weak, like it had been forgotten by the world. And then something unexpected happened. "Excuse me, young girl," the tree said softly. "Would you help me? My branches are dying, and my roots are thirsty." Now think about it. She had barely anything for herself. She was tired, hungry, and still searching for work. She could have easily said no, but instead she rolled up her sleeves carefully She removed the dead branches one by one. It wasn't easy. Her hands started to hurt. Her skin scraped against the rough wood, but she didn't stop. Then, without hesitation, she took the little water she had saved for herself and poured it into the roots, every last drop. That tree seemed to come alive. "Thank you," it whispered. "But now you have nothing left." She simply smiled. "It's all right. You needed it more than I did." And just like that, she carried on walking. No complaints, no regrets. A bit further down the road, she came across an old hearth. Cracks, broken, barely holding together. "Hey, could you fix me?" it asked. Again, she didn't hesitate. Using mud from the ground, she carefully filled every crack, smoothing it out until the hearth looked almost new again. Of course, she ended up completely covered in dirt, but did that bother her? "Not even slightly clothed can be washed," she said, "but kindness, that stays." And she kept going. Now, by this point, most people would be thinking, what's the point of all this? No one's paying her. No one's rewarding her. But here's the truth. The best things in life don't always come instantly. Sometimes they're waiting just around the corner. And she was about to find that out. As the sun began to set, she reached a quiet lakeside. That's where she saw a small lamb covered in black soot from head to toe. It looked miserable. "Please," the lamb said gently, "could you help me? I've fallen into coal. I can't clean myself." Without thinking twice, she walked into the cold water. Slowly, carefully, she washed the lamb until its wool turned pure white again. Soft, clean, beautiful but in the process, she was completely soaked. Freezing. Exhausted. Still, she smiled. "You're all right now. That's what matters." And once again, she walked on. Now here's the moment. Everything started to change. As night fell, she spotted a house in the distance. Not an ordinary house. Something about it felt magical. She knocked gently and stepped inside. "I'm sorry to intrude," she said politely. "I'm looking for work." "I'll do anything." Inside lived 7 mysterious women. They looked at her, quietly observing. Then one of them spoke. "You can stay here, but there's one rule. There are 7 rooms in this house. You may clean 6 of them." Her voice turned serious. "But you must never enter the 7th room." Now pause for a second. If someone told you that, wouldn't you be curious? Wouldn't you want to know what's inside? But the girl, she simply nodded. "All right, no questions, no curiosity, just trust." And from that day on, her real test began. For an entire year, she followed that one rule. But what happened when she was finally allowed to see the forbidden room changed her life forever. For an entire year, she stayed in that strange, magical house. Every single day, she cleaned 6 rooms. Not once did she complain. Not once did she slow down. And most importantly, not once did she step into that seventh room. Now think about that for a second. No one was watching her. No one would have known if she broke the rule. But discipline, real discipline, is what you do when no one's looking. And she proved it. After a full year had passed, she finally gathered enough courage to speak. "I think it's time for me to go home," she said politely. The women looked at her, almost impressed. "Before you leave," one of them asked, "tell us something. Why didn't you ever enter the seventh room?" Now this was the moment. She could have said anything. Curiosity, fear, doubt. But her answer was simple. "My father told me to do my job properly. I was asked to clean 6 rooms. So that's exactly what I did. No excuses, no clever tricks, just honesty, Dot." The room fell silent. Then suddenly they smiled. "Come with us." Slowly, they walked her towards the door she had ignored for an entire year. The seventh room. The one place she never dared to enter. The door creaked open, and what she saw inside was beyond anything she could have imagined. The room was filled, wall to wall, with gold and silver coins, sparkling, shining, almost blinding. "Go on," they said. "Roll in them. At this point, anything that sticks to you is yours." Now, imagine that moment. After everything she had been through, hunger, exhaustion, sacrifice, this was her reward. She stepped forward and gently fell into the sea of coins, rolling left, right, laughing for the first time in a long while. By the time she stood up, gold clung to her clothes, silver shimmered in her hair. She looked like she was glowing. And just like that, her life had changed. But here's the interesting part. Her journey back home was even more rewarding. As she walked down the same road, she saw a familiar face. The lamb. But this time, it wasn't covered in dirt. It was shining, covered in pearls. "I didn't forget what you did for me," the lamb said softly. "Take as many as you like." She gently gathered pearls, placing them around her neck and wrists. Not greedy, just grateful. A little further ahead, she came across the hearth she had fixed. Fresh bread, warm cakes. The smell alone was enough to make anyone stop. "These are for you," it said. She ate a little and saved some for her family. Because even after everything, she still thought about others. Then finally, the tree Dot no longer dry or weak. Its branches were full, heavy wheat fruit. "Take what you need," it whispered. And once again, she thanked it and moved on. Now when she reached home, everything changed. Her father stood frozen at the door. Her sister couldn't believe her eyes. Gold, pearls, food. It was like she had returned from another world, and in a way, she had. But instead of being happy for her, the lazy sister felt something else. Jealousy, the kind that burns quietly inside. If she can do it, so can I. she thought. But I'll do even better. Without wasting time, she announced she was leaving to find work. Her father tried to warn her. You couldn't even manage the house. How will you manage out there? But she didn't listen. And just like that, she left. Now, here's where things take a turn. She walked the same path, met the same tree. But when it asked for help, she scoffed. "Do I look like your servant?" and walked away. The hearth ignored. "I'm not ruining my hands for this." She didn't even hide her disgust. "Clean yourself, not my problem." Now, pause. Same opportunities, same path, different choices. That's what changed everything. Eventually, she reached the same house, met the same women, got the same job. 6 rooms, 1 rule. But this time, it didn't last. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. And her curiosity started growing. What's in that room? Why can't I go inside? And one day, she gave in. She opened the door. But instead of gold, there was chaos. Bees swarmed the room. Bats flew wildly. Before she could react, they attacked. Scratching, she screamed, running out in pain. Her face, hands covered in marks. No reward, only consequences. She ran home, broken and exhausted. But her journey didn't get any easier. The lamb ran away from her. The hearth burned her hands. The tree refused to give her fruit. Because here's the truth. You can't ignore kindness and expect kindness in return. After days of struggle, she finally made it home. Tired, injured, defeated. Her father and sister were shocked as she broke down, crying, regretting everything. And for the first time, she understood. Her sister gently said, "Now, you see, hard work and honesty always come back to you." That moment changed her. From that day on, she worked, she helped, she changed. And slowly, that small family became something they had never been before. Peaceful, happy, complete. Final closing voiceover CTA. So, next time you think your effort doesn't matter, remember this story? Because life always keeps score. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually you get exactly what you give. If this story made you think even for a second, hit like, subscribe, and stick around. Because the next story might just change the way you see the world. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your night. May you find deep peace and restful sleep. Wishing you the sweetest dreams. If you liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.